across the country with it, and next thing you know, we had contestants coming from around the world. So now that we have contestants coming internationally, we had to put the word international on there.
That's
So,
nice.
so it's Big Beautiful Women Pageant International.
Okay, and how's it been so far?
Well, it's been great. This is our 18th year. Well, 17 to be our 18th year. And this year, in 2016, our pageant was August the 28th, and our winner came from the Bahamas. So right now, the winner of our pageant we call Queen. So our Queen now lives in Nassau in the Bahamas.
So you really are international,
Yeah, I guess we are.
You didn't mention her name, Dave.
Her name?
Yeah.
Her name is Queen Jacqueline Fraser. And as you notice, I call her Queen because she is the Queen. So that comes before her name. She's Queen Jacqueline Fraser from Nassau in the Bahamas. Hopefully she's listening.
And Renee, we're gonna go to Renee. Hello.
Hi, how's
Hey.
everybody?
Welcome back.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be back with my crew here. We had a good time the last time, so we're hoping to do it again.
Of course, of course. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Good. Let everybody know who you are.
My name is Nina Moses. I am a independent affiliate of Vita Divina. It is a new network marketing health and wellness company, and I have the detox tea. That's one of our main products. And all you do is drink 2 cups a day to help detox your body. And I will be a vendor at the third annual Pink Diamond Ball. Third annual Pink Diamond Ball, and I can't wait to experience this again. Last year it was a great time, listening to all the stories of the survivors and the people who fought but didn't make it, but they did fight. So I look forward to Saturday being a part of this event again with Renee.
Awesome, 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 awesome. And Renee, give everybody the update about the event again.
So Saturday, November the 12th at 7:30 p.m., we will be hosting our third annual Pink Diamond Ball, Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, Arabian Nights Gala Ball. So we do this in memory of our sister Teal, who passed away from breast cancer in 2011 at the very young age of 2010, excuse me, at the very young age of 48. So we do this event because by doing this event, we help bring awareness to minority residents here in the city of Philadelphia, letting them know what programs are available to them, where they can go for support. The caregivers need support, the friends and family need support, and we just come out. We have vendors at our event. We have spokespersons from the American Cancer Society. We have guest speakers that tell us about their battles with cancer, how they overcame. We also have caregivers that get up and speak about the process of caring for someone who is terminally ill. We don't just talk about breast cancer, we talk about colon cancer, pancreatic cancer, leukemia, lupus, all these diseases that affect majority minorities. And as men and women of minorities, we don't tend to go to the doctors the way we should. One reason is because we can't afford it. The other reason is, oh, it's just a cold and it's going to go away. Or that's a mosquito bit me or something like that. And we're here to tell everyone that it is very, very important to do your mammograms, to do your self-exams. Men, you can get breast cancer as well. It's very important to watch what you eat, watch your diet, because these things also can give us conditions that we normally wouldn't get. So this year's ball, we have the theme of Arabian Nights. You don't have to come dressed as an Arabian Night if you don't want to, but we just thought we were going to do something a little different this year. So we will have, as I said, vendors. Dave Wilkes is one of our guest speakers. Our mistress of ceremony is going to be Miss Ella Butcher. Nina is also going to be one of our MCs. She didn't know about that, but I just laid it on her since she did such a great job a couple weeks ago here at the radio station. And we're just looking to have a really good time. Tickets are discounted for attendees this year. So if you inbox me at Renee Reynolds Lawson or at Pink Diamond Ball Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, we'll tell you about the discounted prices. We're also offering 2 free tickets to the event tonight if you go on the Downtown Hott Radio website, and Wallel will see your name and you post, and we will be giving away 2 free tickets this evening. So if you have questions, feel free to hit us up. Send us your questions. We're monitoring the website. Any questions you need, we are here to talk about it. This year we're also focusing on domestic violence and sexual harassment and violence. Dave Wilkes' organization is a big supporter of No More. Abuse happens male and female. It's kept under wraps. People don't know that it's going on. We're honoring for the rest of Dave's career doing the Bold and the Beautiful pageant, he will be honoring Saki, who lost her life to domestic violence. Dave, you want to tell them about that?
Well, yes. I was waiting for you to finish your talk so nice.
Oh,
I like to support whatever it is that keeps people down, or not necessarily keep them down all the time, but brings them down. For instance, breast cancer. That's why I like to support what Renee is doing. I think it's a fabulous thing that she's doing. And as she said before, men can die from cancer also. I had a friend that died from cancer, and well, he and I talked to the end, until he just couldn't do anything else. But that kind of touched me, and of course, I know women that had cancer. Some survived, some didn't. And the domestic abuse thing, one of the winners of my pageant was like probably the most happiest person you ever want to see, so we thought. But behind closed doors, she was being tormented. Nobody knew that, because she would come out and make appearances as the queen, and she was always with a big smile on her face and happy to speak to people and meet people, and she signed autographs. She was just as happy as she can be. But when she got home, she was going through stuff that we knew nothing about. So finally, her boyfriend killed her. So because she was murdered, we decided that we would make a platform for domestic abuse and sexual assault. And we joined this organization called No More. No More is an organization that fights domestic abuse and sexual assault, and that's why we teamed with them, because that's what we wanted to do. And we actually we had an ad on the Super Bowl last year. No More did. So as Renee said, every pageant from then on is going to be dedicated to domestic violence and sexual assault. And we support fighting cancer. We support children that are, I wouldn't say that they're not abused. I didn't mean to, I almost said that. I didn't mean to say I got abuse on my mind. But children that are at risk, we support that. And we give proceeds to an organization called Fight to Learn. Fight to Learn was started by ex-prize fighter. He was a world champion. He was He was inducted into the Hall of Fame twice. So he started this organization called Fight to Learn. It's the after-school program for at-risk children.
Mm-hmm.
And so those are the type nonprofits that we like to support. Things that are helping people to get ahead. Things that are helping people that don't know that they can get help. For instance, the domestic abuse, they don't know they can get help. They think this is the way they're supposed to live. When I go home and my boyfriend slapped me, that's part of the game. But it's not. It don't have to be. It shouldn't be.
Right.
So that's why we try to get the word out that you should tell somebody, you should say something to somebody, because women won't. They won't say anything.
Right.
They are happy as they can be until they get home. And they won't let anybody know what happens behind closed doors. Maybe embarrassment, maybe fear, or whatever it may be. But I like to tell women it's kind of...
Dave, can I interrupt you for a
Sure,
second there?
sure.
As we discussed on our last interview here, this cause is near and dear to me because I also was a product of domestic violence. And when I told Dave that, he was like, "You never said anything." I was a young bride, went through physical abuse that was so horrific. When I walked into the hospital, the doctors and nurses broke down and cried. I was 22 years old when I decided, I said, wait a minute, my father never hit me. Why am I allowing this man to hit me? And I'm going to tell you, most people ask that question. They think that it's love. They think that that's a way for a man to show them love. No, that's a way for a man to show you he controls you. My husband used to say to me, ain't nobody gonna want you but me. You're ugly. You can't cook. Nobody wants a woman that has 2 children. Well, I'm here to tell you, ladies, that is the most falsest statement that could ever be made. I left my husband after I almost killed him. Left him, went back to high school, got my high school diploma, went on to college while I worked raising 2 children, and I lived in an apartment and paid my bills. I worked 3 jobs. I graduated 3 times with 3 degrees. I'm not going to tell you how old sure I am. I'm 59 years old, going on 60. And I'm here to tell you today, you do not have to put up with this abuse. You can't break your way through. Find someone to go and talk to. This is not something that is acceptable in society. These are things that were kept under the carpet. You don't have to live like this. You can be, as they say, the queen that you need to be. You have to learn how to break the cycle. And that's what I did. I had 2 sons. And I said to myself, I don't want my sons having the same mentality that it's okay to beat on a woman. I don't want my daughter thinking that it's okay for a man to beat on her. What happens then? They go looking for the man that's going to beat on them like they saw their father do to their mother. Or they look for the woman that's going to allow them to beat on them like their mother allowed the father. Break that cycle. That is not a cycle we as African Americans, Latinos, Spanish, that is not acceptable in today's society. So I'm here to tell you, if nothing else, I am an example. Hit me up. You need to talk, you need to get away, hit me up on Facebook. I'm there. I'm going to help you. Dave will help you. We can't pinpoint where you live at, but we can help find the resources that you need to break free. If you can't do that, call the police and let the police put them out or escort you and your children out. And don't go back. You don't have to go back.
And that was the point I was making before Renee started talking, is that you ladies have to tell somebody. Mm-hmm. You tell the police. If you're afraid to go to the police, everybody in their family got somebody in there named Big Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
Tell Big Bubba, he'll straighten him out. I mean, you have to tell somebody, and you can't be afraid that once you tell them that he'll come back and get you again. You know, you have to tell them, and be ready to call the police if he comes back. You have to do it. As I said, and as Renee was saying, you know, it touched us because it was personal. I had a friend, well, Renee is a friend. I had a friend that was beat up by her boyfriend.